Stuart, can you list some of the major advantages of buying toy soldiers on eBay?
eBay is a great place to find toy soldiers. Access is free, it's not complicated, and it's automated in a very user-friendly way. Like me, you can browse and buy things on your computer or from virtually anywhere using a mobile phone. It's very quick and easy. Think of it as like the biggest toy soldier store in the world. The trick is to dream up ways to narrow down search results by using keywords, such as the name of a toy soldier brand or a particular subject matter you are looking for. For example, I simply type in keywords such as band or Crimean War, always followed by the words toy soldiers. Now, for instance, searching for band toy soldiers drummed up 1,300 listings. A search for Crimean War toy soldiers turned up 184 items. Those are ways to narrow it down. The more general your search terms are, the more you'll have to wade through. Be picky and narrow-minded. If you're looking for a particular figure by a particular maker, narrow your search terms accordingly. As a bonus, you might even discover that the exact same figure is available from a number of sellers at varied prices.
What about eBay sellers who do not have a 5-star rating?
Well, yeah, that's part of the benefit of the rating system. But if somebody's feedback is in the 80s or 90s, especially if they're in the 90s, maybe in the whole time on eBay, they got negative feedback once or twice, and who knows why. Maybe somebody was upset because of the package arrived in bad, got squashed by a truck, whatever. I mean, who knows the circumstances. But if somebody's got, if somebody's got, one or a couple of negative feedback, but overall their history is great, I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
People are irresponsible.
What about an eBay vendor who won't accept returns?
They specify that in their listing. So, if you didn't notice it when you bought the item, it's kind of a buyer beware situation. They will specify in the listing returns not accepted. I strongly recommend closely inspecting all the photos and the description accompanying any listing and checking the seller's feedback ratings. Also, buyer beware, because some sellers will only ship goods within the boundaries of their home country. For example, a listing might specify shipping to U.S. addresses only, so collectors in Canada, the UK, and elsewhere around the world would be out of luck. Fortunately, eBay makes it possible for buyers and sellers to exchange messages about any questions or concerns.
How can I confirm that an item I purchase on eBay comes with the original box?
Oh, well, that should be specified in the seller's description of the item. If an item for sale comes with the original box, I would be shocked if it's not shown in the photos and it's mentioned in the description. If you have any doubt at all, before the auction is over, send a message to the seller and ask them. Here's another tip. If you're interested in a particular item, check all the seller's other offerings. You might even spot something else to purchase and save a little dough, thanks to being able to combine shipping. On the whole, however, I think the best deals can be found via the traditional auction-style place bid method. Place bid is eBay's traditional style auction format. An auction ends after a specified number of days at a specified time, and the highest bidder wins. If an item only sells for $25, but you place a maximum bid of $30, you automatically only pay the $25 plus shipping and sales tax. Once you find something you like, you can add it to your watch list and or place a bid for tracking. Sometimes I place a low bid for tracking at the onset. However, if I am especially interested in an item, I might wait until the very last second to act like a sniper and enter my maximum bid to increase my chances of being the winning bidder. Alternatively, a seller can set a minimum price and use the buy it now sales technique. Sometimes an asking price might seem too steep, but at times I've come to later regret pulling the buy it now trigger and thus missing out on something I've never seen for sale again. This buy it now item caught my eye because it is an Old Britain's Royal Canadian Mounted Police boxed set of constables on horseback, available for only $29. Buyer beware, though, because if you check the forthright seller's description and the good photos, one Mountie has lost his head and 2 horses are missing legs. Sometimes a seller will list a group of toy soldiers at a buy it now fixed price, but will also offer the related make offer option. In a case like this, I could simply buy the item at the buy it now price, or I could cross my fingers, eyes, and toes for luck, make a lower offer, and hope nobody outbids me.
If an eBay seller is providing the option of make an offer, can you suggest a particular discount that you would be seeking? Let's say the asking price is $100. What would be a reasonable amount to make an offer for?
Well, I start thinking about it in terms of 5% less, 10% less, 20% less. What is the item? I wouldn't be watching the item if I didn't kind of want it. Maybe I just want to do an offer that would be the equivalent of like free shipping. You know, I'm not paying, the asking price with shipping on top of it. Depends on what something is and how bad it is. I might just take a flyer and, ask for 10% off or even 20% off. Depends on what the item is and how bad I want it. But a key thing is if you're going to make an offer, I strongly recommend offer an odd number. Don't offer 90, offer 91. Don't offer 92, offer 93. Whatever you decide is your ballpark, make it an odd number like that, because that will help increase your chances of beating somebody else to the punch, the difference of $1. After you make a purchase, the seller and eBay will generate an invoice for payment. Next, eBay will generate a series of status updates, letting you know that the item has been shipped, when it's out for delivery, and even when it has been delivered to your doorstep. The last step in a transaction is to leave feedback for the seller. eBay will send you prompts about how to do it. Positive feedback is a very nice way to say thank you to a seller. I love buying toy soldiers directly from makers and dealers, especially from shops and at shows. Nothing beats the camaraderie of seeing them in person or talking to them on the phone. But if you haven't tried eBay before, I bet beginners and advanced collectors alike will be amazed at what's out there to be explored from the comfort of their own homes. Happy hunting!